Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies.
Tape never lies.
Starts now.
The tape never lies.
What's up, everybody? You guys have been asking for it. We are back. Better than ever. Unfiltered, uncensored, the good and the bad, each and every week, right here on the Tape Never Lies Network with me, your boy, Draft Dr. Phil. And listen, if you haven't subscribed to the Patreon channel for the all access, the larger version and breakdown, check it out. Get into it because there's a lot to get into here on the Tape Never Lies all access. First play of the game. We always started off with the first play as a toss play. And as you can see, David Montgomery and this offensive line, which continues to struggle, continues to have their issues, firing out, staying with blocks. They never seem to be able to stay with their blocks. Let's watch it here. Here you see Leno actually fires out, but Coward's got to push and get to the next level. They never get to the next level. 24, you see him right in there, will end up making the tackle. But you got to work in unison, and it's hard to run the football with that kind of effort. Here we are, right here, the second play. Mr. Nagy's already substituted out his starting tailback, and he's put in his backup receiver, whatever this gimmickry is. Right now, Coward getting pushed back. Jimmy Graham not giving effort here. And again, every play, look at Coward getting pushed back in the backfield. Jimmy Graham not making his block, so the run game isn't going to work. Here's your boy Nick Foles dropping back, delivering the ball. Leverage concept here. Speed out, get to that point, and then you see him. Let's watch the protection here. Leno waiting for contact. No punch. You want to punch, he's reaching. That's why he gets beat so often. And here it is to Anthony Miller. Finding the pocket, gets the first down. Here's another RPO, but look, there's no fake. Everything about details that he talked about is not there. So there's no mesh fake, there's nothing, and he's rushing to make his decision to get it outside to Allen Robinson. Here we go, inside run. You're gonna see again, we're missing our assignments. We're missing the play. A guy comes clean into the backfield. Let's watch it here from the coach's angle. This is all set up because your center is getting held by their defensive lineman, number 69. He can't get up to the second level. And then you see the crappy holding call on Affetti, which wasn't a hold. And it's unfortunate. And then you see Leno patty caking. This is the stuff that really sets you back in offense and your drives. Now here I want you to see Nick back in the pocket. He's going to deliver. Look at Cordero Patterson's route. Like, he stops and rounds it, and then he's waiting for the ball because Nick's going to his second read here, and you got to catch it. You got to come up, make the catch, and help your offense out here. He drops the ball, and again, you heard it on the broadcast. We talked about it on Bears Hour Live. There is a very thin margin of error with this offense based on everything that's going on. You gotta catch the football. Here we go on a slant. He throws it behind him, forces him to stop, pitter pat. You see the protection breakdown. The pocket's closing on him. Watch it from behind. Look at Charles Leno just allowing the guy to get into his body. That's Aaron Donald. Look at him. Allows him in, and now he just ushers him in there. Howard too. Set. Look at catch. And allow to go in. It's like coached. The same thing every time. Now watch the Rams offensive line get off the ball. They work in unison. They're flowing to the play. They're going to set the edge here with a double and get that guy locked in. Then they get up to the next level. The tackle gets out to the backer, and look at them all blocking. Isn't that a wonderful thing? So all the Montgomery haters, that's what it should look like. Instead, this is what we get. We get inside hand, we're running inside zone, and we block, and then we're content. So there's no next level. There's no follow through. There's no stickiness. Look, Leno locks out, then he lets go. You win the point of attack. You're standing straight up. You allow your guy to go. Your center can't wall off. Then that's what happens when you talk about details and you don't hold details as a priority with accountability. Here we are, 3-step drop. Speaking of accountability, Demetrius Harris, you're an NFL football player. You outside release, you find the hole in the zone, you square up, you never ever drop this football. The point differential for this football team is what it is. We got to have some consistency. Here we go, 3rd down. Nick's ready to bail out already because he doesn't believe in the protection. So instead of allowing it to develop and let those crossing patterns develop, he's throwing to the outlet. It's shut down, and that's what ends up happening. Now let's look at the offensive line. Leno waiting for contact. Then you got the guard allowing him in. I'm allowing you into the best post-game show on the Bears.
Chicago Bears post-game show on the planet. Bar none. It's Bears Hour Live immediately after each and every Bears game. With host Shane, the smartest man, and draft Dr. Phil Otoshan. Every Sunday, Monday, or Thursday, immediately after Bears games. Your guys, draft Dr. Phil and Shane Marsaw are live on Bears Hour Live. Subscribe to the show via the Tape Never Lies Network, which can be found on YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch. Bears Hour Live.
Started off BHL, and then the game. Here, off action, white hair, hustling to stay with Donald. And then you know this play, the big play in the game, finally getting Cole Kmet involved down the football field. Foles laying it out there, and what an effort. What a catch. What a focus play. Look at it here. Off action. Nick throwing down the football field. Get it to your playmakers. Allow them to make play. He goes up and makes a great catch. And then look at his physicality. I mean, start playing guys that have heart. Start playing these guys and show them the details. Here we go. Boot again. It's not there. No one's running. No one's scrambling. And then you see the rookie square himself up and make himself a target that Nick can throw to. But it's very unfortunate here. Watch how this line comes off. They're standing up. You're standing up. So you're not giving a realistic look. It's just not good enough. It's patty cakes. It's just touching. It's content with contact and then let go. Great catch by Kmet to make a play. Now here we go. Inside zone. You've seen this play how many times already this season? They still can't get it right. The center can't root this guy out of there. The back, look at Leno here. You're telling me that that's average? Your job is to cut off. Look at him. Get your helmet in front of him. Pushing him into the hole. Here's the hole. Turned. Instead, you're ushering him. Play the song. It's awful. Yeah, dropping, topping, Mr. Mary Poppin'. He can't pop. Speaking of not pop, Cole Kmet's got to do a better job coming back to trap that guy out. You can't anticipate. Run through the man. See how he breaks down and hesitates? Now he lets him. I mean, every play. Why are we stuck on the double there, Charles? Get to the next level. I don't even understand the philosophy of this blocking scheme in regards to this play.
Of
You're trying to run backside
that
here
makes sense.
through C gap, and they don't block, and it's just over and over and over with the mistakes. Look at this. Where's the hole, Cordero? It's right through there. That's where the hole, right there. Get up in there. Instead, he runs outside. Like
at
all
Lennon
of these receivers.
The cutoff here.
Except Mooney. He goes outside. You have a chance at a little
That's
crease
good
here
enough,
to make
Charles.
a play. Instead,
Oh my
we're missing blocks. See it right here. Trying to turn them out. You got a little wall there. We can't do anything. Now we're back to the same old game. This week on Bears Hour Live, if you hadn't watched it, had my father on, and he's talking about this. Look at the cutoff. No strength, just patty caking. Look at Leno getting pushed right into the hole. You got to have pride. Look at them all standing around. You want to know why you can't run the football? You can't be successful? It's because of that. Here we go. Action from under the center. 2nd and 9 right there. 2nd and 9. Action. Giving you that same backside trap. And he's got the man here. I don't understand why he's throwing inside the numbers. This is unfolds to me. He got a good pocket. They set it up nice. And look where he throws that ball. He's throwing it right to the safety. Now, I don't know if this is the play design, but right now, in my assessment of this, you throw that ball outside those numbers, and you're going to score here. Instead, you throw it right inside the numbers to the safety. Again, those details that Matt Nagy likes to talk about at a presser aren't showing up in real life. Speaking of details, there's details in throwing this deep out with good timing. And what has to happen is Wims has to get his pads down and his body turned quicker. Got to know where the yardsticks are. Instead, it sets up a 4th and inches. Speaking of something we're not used to, here we go, getting Darnell Mooney involved, which needs to happen a heck of a lot more, because something that doesn't happen often is a receiver being aggressive after they catch the football off the action fake. Look at him turn inside, get more yards, threaten the defense with your speed, but also be a runner, not a guy that's looking to go out of bounds. This is a rookie here. They come backside, same thing, run it across the formation, get him open, and Mooney shows aggressiveness and the ability to get into that. Just a mess. I'm telling you it's a mess. Just play that music, because look at Bobby Massey. You're talking about a quarterback under duress. Just usher this guy in, Leonard Floyd. Just let him go. Just let him go. Might have to do the Let Him Go song next. Jesus. You talk about not having technique. Look at how high you are. You can't play the game of football like that. Demetrius Harris, go to the tape. Watch yourself here.
Oh,
this is a
my
travesty.
God.
You're on the goal line, and this is the effort you give. Wait till you see it from this angle. I want you to see what he does wrong. You can't set up outside when the play is a bob. It's back, fullback on backer. Back on backer. You can't let penetration in, son. You jump, hop, and you allow inside. Might as well play the Usher song again for him, because that's just too easy. You're lucky, because that really was a holding penalty in the end zone. When you're trying to run the ball with a coach that doesn't like to run the ball, you become predictable. And if you're predictable and you're not practicing, you see your center gets hogtied, thrown to the ground. You struggle running because you're not practicing the fundamental techniques, and you don't see anybody is playing to the whistle with physicality and technique. Speaking of nights, tonight, keeping it 100 with me and Shane. We're going to have Steve Edwards,
former offensive
and
tackle
Lawrence
for the Bears.
Funk, the barber to the Bears. I hope you guys join us. Here we go. A new concept, double curls. You have the guy finding the hole, then curl around that with the tight end. And you see Nick Foles deliver. Demetrius Harris seals up and get physical. And Harris I've been critical of, but that's what I want to see. Later you'll see him do it again, get his pads down. Speaking of having to get his pads down, every run is combined with this kind of mentality where it's, okay, I made contact, now I'm going to let go. That's not how zone blocking is. You play to the whistle. I don't know what Harris is doing on this play. Get up on the next level. Look at Leno. He's content. I did a good job. Oh, now I let him go. People have to help each other out. One thing you saw with the Rams, they're blocking people. They're receivers, they're running backs. Everybody's blocking and doing their best with an offense that lacks any kind of identity and details. Here we go. You got to be able to block and do the little things correctly in order to get to the level of where you want to go. Because right now it stinks, just like this decision. We're moving to our left here. Nick trying to force one in there, take it and throw it into the nickel seats. It's about fundamentals, trust me. This could look a heck of a lot different. Now your center gets injured, and the first play you run is one where you need the center to be really smart and good. And he blocks the wrong guy, or Massey blocks the wrong guy. On the first play after your center was injured, you run a screen. That's just poor coaching. Poor coaching. Speaking of coaching, here he is making a great one-handed catch, and you want to see him go down with two hands. He catches this ball, great catch. Can't take anything away from him. But now, you look at the situation. Speaking of situations, oh Lord, the Matt Nagy special. That's what we're going to call this. Just the Matt Nagy special. 4th down and 1. We're going to go outside versus a team that has great team speed. And the one thing you don't do well is sustain blocks. And look at this. It starts with Javon Wims not completely controlling that guy. Leno going up against a corner, struggling. Look at Allen Robinson. And the whole play is just so dumb on every level because you're relying on wide receivers and a wide receiver running back to make the play. Montgomery should be in the game, and you should be running it up there and attacking. Instead, you're missing. Here, Nick Foles feeling the pressure again. Rashad Coward, who had a terrible game. Leno getting moved off the spot, pushed down, good job. Coward gets bumped in, he can't, and then Foles has got to throw it out there. Great focus and great catch by Allen Robinson. But I got to say this, as a coach, great catch, great play, everything, right? Everything's got to be like that. Not just running your route fast when you know you're getting the ball. Now the Bears are in their own end zone. Bobby Massey again allowing pressure inside. And this is the kind of effort that Anthony Miller runs with when he knows he's getting the football. And I thought he was interfered with. Massey allowing the pressure, and the ball gets incomplete. But there's several things there. Hustle, missed assignments, and then not being able to do it. Here's Nick not having enough time, so he checks down to Montgomery. Now he comes back on 4th down. This you could do all day against teams. This you got to start working on. That 3-step quick game. Get after it with these big targets. Allen Robinson takes a shot, hangs on to it. Is going up the top again. I really thought this was interference. Nick steps up in the pocket. Finally give him something to step up into. And look at the job here. Pass off. Everyone's picking up their guy. Massey and Leno push him past. And that's where you get a semblance of it. So now you got to hit it, and he's dropping it in there. And I really felt like the ref is not going to give you that call. And it's unfortunate. Mooney going up there. Now, to end this drive, going around, you see Rashad Coward. Look at Rashad. Look at them all. You know, you're trying to do something at the end of the game. Rashad gets bum rushed. Leno, they're all overwhelmed here. And here we go with a final play. Nick Foles trying to have time. This is a great route by Wims, who beats Jalen. And, you know, this corner that can't get beat got beat a lot. The fact of the matter is we couldn't protect. Here we got some protection. And Nick throws it out of bounds. So some of the same criticisms that you had with Mitch Trubisky right here on the final play. I don't care if it's the final play. Make throws. You got to make all the throws here at the tape. Draft Dr. Phil's The Tape Never Lies. I hope you enjoy it. If you want the bigger version, more analysis, more breakdowns, head over there and get to the Patreon channel. Here, though, subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Tape Never Lies Network. Give us some comments, feedback. I'm always responding. Not afraid to respond at the Tape Never Lies Network. Keeping it 100 there.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
If you think Khalil Mack is fucking rated, go to another network.
Hey, other networks don't have the best post-game show on the planet, especially talking about the Bears. Bears Hour Live. Thanks for watching Draft Dr. Phil, The Tape Never Lies. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Also, just remember, every week the Tape Never Lies comes out. Then on Wednesday nights usually, but tonight we'll be keeping it 100. And always check for new tapes. Go over to the channel and subscribe to Patreon.